Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Game 4 done, and Dusty Carolina gets the win. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Make sure you tap that screen as you're coming in. My, oh my. What a game. What a game. How we doing? Make sure you tap that screen as you're coming in. Carolina gets a huge win tonight. Ehlers clutch. I know. What a crazy angle he got on that empty net. I'm just so happy right now. I need that one. That's probably so minimum stress as we're gonna see, isn't it? That's what I was afraid of. Is after I said that, I was like, that's probably the minimum. But I was like, maybe next game. Like I said, if we could win tonight, maybe next game. Win for the good guys. Win for the good guys. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna start. Who wins the series? Canes. Knights. The refs were BS. What do you mean? I wore my good luck shirt tonight and it worked. Luckily, it worked tonight. But yeah, no, I get you. Every time a team loses, it's always the refs. It never fails. It's always the refs. They didn't call a lot of penalties against Carolina or any trips. It's always the refs, isn't it? It's never your team not playing as good as the other team. It's always the refs, isn't it? Don't watch hockey. Is this a high score? Yes, it's a high score. This is a very high score. Basically, like in football, this is like 35 to, like, what sport do you watch? This would be like 35-21. I know. Just saw a clip of Argentina and Iceland fans hitting the swag surf at their game at Auburn. Insane there. Before the second last goal, one of the Carolina players swung his stick. One of the Knights players. I mean, they called a lot of the penalties. I don't know what you're talking about there, but to say there's missed calls all the way around, but like, I'm getting sick and tired of people like, it's always the refs. It's always the refs. You don't think the refs see it? And sometimes they don't see it. Some people don't see it sometimes. But I'm telling you, it's not just a your team thing. I promise you, stuff like this happens to every team there. Got to protect home ice for sure. Carolina's got home ice once again. Got me mama like a wagon wheel. That's right, Lily. Hurricanes get a win tonight, and we've evened the series. Big win for the good guys tonight. Gusty win tonight. Bussy did what he needed to, and the Canes defended well at the end. Yeah, I think we need to tell our players, like, hey, this is not the second period. We're going into the third period, and like maybe like this is the first period again. They'll be like, oh, we had to redo it. So just don't tell them you're going to the second period. I think we'll be fine. Whoever asked about the score, every game this series has been the high scoring, and it's absolutely insane. Yes. This is, like, if you're not a hockey, like, if you don't watch hockey much, this wasn't, like, this whole series has been insane. This is the Stanley Cup. This is for the Stanley Cup. And, like, it has been absolutely insane back and forth every single, like, the way this is going is completely different. Every fan hates the refs. You have to understand that everyone is only gonna see the missed calls for sure. For sure. And I've said that before. It's like when I've said, like, and I've given the benefit of the doubt when there's been missed calls. Of course, there's certain circumstances where calls are really, really bad. But yeah, in Bussy we trust. Marner was horrible. What a dub. We'll take it. Go Canes. Go Canes, baby. Go Canes. Big win tonight, though. Bussy did what he needed to do. But yeah, this is not how it goes. This is not typically how hockey goes. Like, your final score, like, is usually 3-2. That's usually 3-2 is like the typical final score. Let's go, Canes. Bussy is awesome. Bussy did well. He did well overall. Our defense has been my problem tonight. Who's my favorite player? Jarvis is your favorite player? I would honestly say, I mean, Jarvis has been one of my favorites, but Keandre Miller's really, he's won me over a lot as well. I really like Keandre Miller. And just the fact that, like, the Rangers just pretty much, I don't know, man, he just didn't work there. They didn't believe in him. So many of the Rangers fans just talk so bad about him, but, like, here he has been having one of the most outstanding playoffs. I'm not familiar with it. No, Maddox. Good series for fan, but horrible goaltending. Yeah. I mean, it's not been great goaltending either. You want us to win on home ice in Game 7? I get that. I want to win it, period. I don't care how many games it takes. Logan Stankoven also is up there, and Aho for me. Oh, yeah, they're great as well. Got to call for Rod to roll with Bussy mid-series. Yeah, and then Kochetkov in there as well. I think he's got to keep going with Bussy, right? All right, Matthew, we'll see. We'll see. Carol, I think it's crucial. Of course, every game's crucial, but, like, I think this next game 5, will be very crucial for Carolina to win as well. So, thought Burns got traded. Yeah, Burns got traded. Yeah, he's with there's 3 more games, Oliver or Olivier, whichever one, but Oliver I think it is. But yeah, there's 3 more games. So it'll go Carolina, Vegas, Carolina. That's how, that's who will have the home ice. So the next game's in Carolina. Game 5, 6, and 7. You go to every game for a team in the FPHL? Nice. You don't think the Bussy has done anything to lose a spot? That Game 3 winner wasn't on him. Such a gnarly bounce off the wall. I know. And just to think if they could have put the puck in the net, it'd be 3-1 right now, but for Carolina. But, it is what it is. That's how it is. Close games, and you lose some close ones. Win a Raleigh Game 5, and it won't be as bad to lose Game 6. Exactly. Ironically, the hockey gods gave us the same bounce in our favor tonight. Yeah, we appreciate them. Dan Housen lifted the curse on the Hurricanes, and he cursed Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. You go to everybody's talking about that. You go to every home Mavericks game there. Pam, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that one. The team is called the River Dragons. Okay, bet. Also, big shout out. Vegas won't lose 2 in a row. We'll see. We hooping almost cursed y'all? We'll see. I don't know. We'll see if Carolina can get it done in Game 5 at home. They're from Columbus. Oh, nice. Is it over? Yes. That's your final score of Game 4 there. So Carolina wins 5-3, and now the series is tied 2 apiece. Hope the Canes win. Me too. Who's my favorite? I mean, I like Carolina. I'm a Carolina fan. Carolina hasn't lost 2 in a row since January. I know. We love that, Jeff. I hope so, Brenna. I hope so. I need Carolina to win really badly. Really badly. I need Carolina to win Game 5 to get to that, to get to basically the match point situation. That way that, if you can win it in 6, perfect. Are you tired? No, you're good. You're good. You're all good. Don't you worry one bit. No need to apologize about anything. I'm just so glad we won this game today because I'm telling you, it meant a lot. Like One Piece flag. Thank you. Ain't that the Jordan Stahl had an amazing goal, by the way. That goal that he had, the game was too stressful. No, 100%. Jordan Stahl's goal was one of the most unreal goals I've ever seen. Pure effort. The man wants it. The man wants that so bad. Like, it's insane how bad that he wants it. And I just love it. Angel top. Got to bring the Islanders in here some way, right? Let me restart this. I'll start wagon wheel again for the new people coming in there. But yes, he was at Game 7 when they won in 2006. Best sporting event I've ever been to in your life, I bet. And then we'll have the Knicks tomorrow. Knicks versus Spurs. Nice American flag. Yeah, got the American flag up for the World Cup. You hear that the Vegas Golden Knights are favorite for the championship? I don't care. I don't care who's a favorite. We take it a game at a time is what we do. I don't care who they say is the favorite. I legit, like, that doesn't matter. These teams are very closely matched in their talent, and it's wherever the puck's going to bounce. So, like, I genuinely have no clue how this is going to end up, because it could go many ways. It could go either way. So, it's just going to be who can come out on top and get the goals when they need to. And Carolina was the team that got it done here tonight, and I'm, as always, hoping Carolina can continue to do that. Your team underdog, go Canes. So many people said it was going to be the most boring finals ever. Yeah. Also, every single game has they've continued to be the best since viewership since game 1 was the best viewership since 2019. Game 2 was the best viewership since a Stanley Cup game in 2014. Game 3 was the best viewership since a game in 2004 or 5 or 2 or 3, something like that, early thousands. So it's people are watching it. Hockey's in a great state right now, and I'm so glad that my Hurricanes are here, and I'm glad that this series is tied. It's a best of 3 now. So who can win? Who can win 2 out of 3? That's what matters. You think it's going to go to overtime? I mean, that's the final. That's the final score. This game's over. This game's over. That's your final score. No need to say if it's going to overtime. It is over. Game 5 is the next one there. Get 120 on the Canes money line tonight. Nice. Game 5 in a rally. It's about to be a sit. I hope so. Garrett. I'm hoping we can. Godlike goal from Stahl tonight. The fact that he's able to hit that puck falling down the way that he was, absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. I can't believe he got that one. Amen, brother. Yes, we are getting Bojangles. Go Canes. Hey, get you some Bojangles. Get you some Bojangles. It's bow time, baby. Hashtag not sponsored, but sponsor me. You should have sprinkled that -1.5, right? I know it's tough. It's just every game's been within 1 goal. This is the first game where it's not been just a 1-goal deficit there. Got the dub, but man, the defense has been the series way too much top scoring chances. No, 100%. I agree. If Carolina's defense could get locked in, it'd feel much better. If we could lock in for the second periods, I would feel so much better. And Kyle and I, we were both saying that we would love to see a nice, just boring game, like a nice, calm game where Carolina just wins, they're up, and nothing crazy happens. But we haven't got that yet. Had the Hurricane do in attitude. What a wild game, right? When it was 3-2 Canes, I thought Vegas was going to win. Woohoo! Big dog, Missy. Thank you so much for the share there. But yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it any way we can get it. I said I don't care if it takes 7. I don't want it to go to 7 because my heart can't handle games like this constantly. But we'll take it. We will take it. That was such a fluky empty net goal at the end. But a goal's a goal. Yeah. I mean, you could say that, but the goal that Vegas scored to win it in game 3 was a fluky goal too, so no doubt you felt the same when they shot an empty net and sealed it. Yeah, good series so far. Yeah, it is, and that's the thing, You're going to game 4 tomorrow. Nice. Hope you have a good time there, Mateo. Have fun. Sounds like Mateo's got the money bags. I'm just glad that Carolina could get the dub here tonight. Really needed that. Really needed that. Now, like I said, it's a best of 3 series. It's a best of 3 series. Back home for game 5. Yep. Back home for game 5. Game 5 and potentially game 7 would be in Carolina. Game 6 would be in Vegas. So that's how the remainder of these would go. This series at least has to go to game 6. So yeah, yep. So worst case scenario, yeah. Games of 6, by the way. I hope so, Mylk. I would love that. What's my favorite MLB team? I don't really have a team. Honestly. I used to pull for the Braves, but I'm not really a Braves fan anymore. We'll take it. Oh my lord. I'm just so glad we won tonight. It was nerve-wracking as could be. It was just absolute I'm just so glad we got it done, man. I'm just so glad that the Hurricanes get the win. It was a lot. You go for the Braves? Nice. I want a team of the Carolinas. I would like to see a baseball team like in the Raleigh area. Or, I'm fine anywhere in North Carolina. I mean, heck, put it in Nashville. I don't care. Did I go live for the game? I wasn't live for the game. I actually watched the game because I have a lucky chair that I've been sitting in. But, yeah. It was cinema. We'll take you, Drew. We will take you. Now, hopefully Carolina can win some more. LFGC, I got you, man. I got you. Let's go, Canes. By the way, anybody who was here yesterday, I figured out how that beeping stuff works there. Braves would never allow an MLB team in North Carolina. I actually don't think that's true. It's so far away. It's so far away. I really think that it could happen. I do. But I would like to see how they continue. This game has been back and forth. Both teams having really great opportunities, but now finally it's a best of 3. We'll just see how it goes. Who can benefit from it more? In the bag. I'm glad that they got it done today, but we got to go out and win Game 5. We have to go out and win Game 5. I think it's just as important as today. Today's was very important, but I think Game 5 is very important as well. Like, we got to get it done. You think the Braves going to be in the World Series? They're really good. They're looking really good this year. They could be. They very well could be. Did someone get hurt today? Did Acuna get hurt today or somebody get hurt for the Braves? Free time skip. Free time skip is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I do miss it. But I will say, like, right now, like where we're at currently, absolute peak. I would say from 101, honestly. But yeah, like, you up the Knights. Well, I'm sorry. I don't hope that, Storm. I hope you're upset about the outcome. I'll be honest. I want more than anything for Carolina to win this series. I need it. We have been trying to get over the hump for so long, and we are right there. We are 2 games away. Both teams are, but I hope so. I hope so. We got to win 2 more. And luckily, 2 of the games were in Carolina. So the thing is, though, you got to win one of them. You got to win both of them. So go out and win Game 5. It's just as important. What happened to the Krakens? They didn't make the playoffs. They did not make the playoffs. He's heard your brother screaming for your parents' room. Is he all right? We'll go check on him. Vegas have been lucky to win games this year. Carolina's just not played up to the potential that they can. I will say that Vegas is a really great team, but man, it is frustrating. I'll say it is frustrating. But I'm just glad. I'm glad Carolina got it done. I don't know what to tell you there, Maddox. I'm sorry. I guess check on him if you can. Talking about a nerve-wracking game, though, I will say, like, my lord. The empty netter, though, for Ehlers was so good. Stahl got to be the player of the game. Man. Stahl's got to be the player of the game. He just wants it more, man. The desperation's there. Absolute sentiment from him. Absolute desperation for Carolina tonight, particularly Jordan Stahl. By the way, the watch party was popping off, it looked like. I kept seeing clips and stuff like that. Also, friend of the show, by some bugs, sent a picture of it, what was going on there. Oh, Bussy looks so happy, man. I'm so happy. The third period of this game, Carolina's defense finally locked like they We've seen them before. Yeah, they did. They did lock in finally. There was a couple times where they didn't do great, and either Vegas's shots, like for instance, I think it was like that last really good chance for Eichel, and he just kind of sailed it over the bar. Was or Bussy was able to get a save. I mean, there was so many chances in this one for both teams, and I'm just glad that Carolina was able to come out on top because it was a very tough game today. Go Canes, let's go Kenyak Gardner. We're not out yet, baby. We're not out yet. We're tied. What a beautiful game, though. Well, not a beautiful game. It was ugly, but you went into the mud and you came out victorious, man. That's the thing. It's like Carolina went into the mud, into the dirt. They got dirty, but they came out on top tonight. That's all I needed. Got to hit it back to Rallywood. You know it. And now, like I said, the whole thing that we had to do was just go to Vegas and win one. We almost stole two. But we take one. That's all we asked for. Now it's a best of 3, and Carolina has home ice advantage once again. And Carolina, especially between the two teams, Carolina's crowd is exponentially better than Vegas's crowd. I don't care. The crowd for Carolina is the million times better. The only crowd in the NHL that is better than Carolina in regards to loudness and just overall the way that they are is Montreal. There's no other stadium that has the advantage like Carolina does in Raleigh. So that is kind of the difference there. Not dead yet. Exactly. Edmonton's got a good one, but I wouldn't say it's as much. It's plus 10,000 or and all red or black. It's true. Man. We got to do it. This is my lucky Canes away shirt. They've never lost when I've wore this. So I was like, I'm wearing this one tonight, baby. They have not lost in the most crucial games. I have wore this shirt. And luckily, they have not lost. I may have to try. See, the thing is, it's like, do I bring it out when I need it? Or do I just consistently wear it? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Because it's like, I don't know if I want to consistently wear it and like, you know, take the powers out of it. Don't watch hockey, but I seen you were live. So I had to join. Hey, welcome, Roll Tide. Welcome. You wear your lucky Aho black jersey, undefeated this year. Let's go. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know if I want to wear it multiple times because I'm worried of it not working as well. You know, so washing it would damage the powers more. Well, see, it's been washed in between every single time. I mean, I've washed it in between every single time, and we've still went undefeated with it there. Watch it in Raleigh. It's actually electric here. Go Canes, go. Let's go, Ant. What a game. Yes. It's going to lose its magic. I don't think so. Like I said, I've watched it in between every single time of wearing it. So, like, it's not lost its magic. They're undefeated in the playoffs with it. The only shirts I've wore, so there's been a couple. I know what shirt I'm going to wear next. It was a clinching shirt, and I needed Carolina to lock it in. So I've got my next couple shirts there. You're about to go outside and scream at the top of your lungs, "Go Canes, let's go!" I've got a particular shirt that I've worn during the clinching games that has worked as well. So I gotta figure something out. I've got good luck ones. So if you didn't like this game, you don't like hockey? No, 100%. It was a beautiful game for a neutral. I'll tell you the reason I didn't like it is because, Lord have mercy, it's gonna put me in an early grave. My thoughts on Bussy starting the rest of the series. I mean, I think you go with him. He brings a different energy. One thing I do like about Bussy and Kochetkov, if it were to get to Kochetkov, I don't think necessarily it will, they have the poke checking ability. They are both poke checkers, and I think that is something that could really help. I think that could be a huge thing to have there. Bussy is a lot more flexible, and in a series where when Freddie plays really good and he's stealing goals, it's great to have him. But him having that extended time off and a little bit of rest, I think is really good. Do they go with him next game, with Freddie next game? I don't know. I'll trust Rod whatever he thinks is best, but Bussy got it done here tonight. I don't think we see Kochetkov in this series unless something went really wrong. But 100%, I think you go with Bussy again. Anything like, let me look at the goals today by. So the first one was on a breakaway by Mark Stone. Mark Stone had an absolute beautiful goal to start this game out. Mark Stone's goal was beautiful, and it was a breakaway opportunity, and he did a great play. He faked the slap shot, and then he was just able to, Bussy had to bite on that, and then after he tried to go closer to him to, make it a harder shot, he faked that, able to take it around him, and then just put it in the back of the net, which is, that's Mark Stone being Mark Stone. He's a great player. The second one was for Carlson. Let's see what Carlson did. I'm rewatching here. So it was another breakaway opportunity. Marner had it, laid it off, going around. It was just a cycle play. I would like for Bussy to have had that one, but that was just in a little bit. He got put in the cycle a little bit. And the third goal by Howden, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a breakaway as well. Yeah. So all of these breakaway goals and stuff, I'm not a big fan of that. That's the biggest issue that Carolina's had to face in this one. I'm not saying they're all breakaway goals, but particularly that first one there by Mark Stone, you can't. But other than that, better overall. We got to get better. But I'm happy with the overall effort that we put in today. Carolina came to play early. Even though that we've blown leads and stuff like that, I do like getting the lead early. New series. It is, Sammy, yes. All right, Maddox, I don't know what you're talking about. But stay safe. But yeah, it's a new series, 100%. Yeah, what's up, Golden Retriever dude? How we doing? Canes get a big dub here today. But yeah, Mark Stone had an incredible shots on goal per period. Carolina had 14 in the first, 9 in the second, and 5 in the third. Vegas had 6 in the first, 6 in the second, and 9 in the third. Carolina had 7 more shots. So 28 shots total for Carolina, 21 for Vegas. No means no. Go Canes. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Canes. Yeah, you would say with the goal they started? Yeah, I say go with Bussy. Penalty minutes, both teams had 3 power play opportunities today. Carolina was able to score on one of their power plays. 34 hits for Carolina, 38 for Vegas. Carolina had 16 blocked shots. Kind of unexpected that they had more blocked shots than Vegas. That's not something that I'm used to seeing. Giveaways, Vegas had 23, Carolina had 15. Carolina had 7 takeaways, and Vegas had 3. Bussy over Anderson for sure. Bussy's playing great. He did play pretty good tonight, yeah. Games are partly... No, you think they're scripted? Oh, no, here we go. Not this crowd again. Let's see, the fact he catches the opposite hand, I think is throwing him off a bit. I do think so, yeah. It does kind of mess with them. It does mess with them quite a bit. This ain't wrestling. Exactly. This ain't wrestling. What you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what exactly is the issue there. But yeah, Carolina with a big win. Love it. Absolutely love it. But the fact the series is tied 2-2. Carolina showing the effort in game. Carolina, I'll tell you what, no matter what, Carolina is not going to give up. Documenting ain't fake. No, it's not. It's just people just feel like stuff's rigged. It's usually because their team's losing or their parlay didn't go through. That's how it is. It's just people. It's either gambling addicts who are like, man, I don't ever win anything, or it's people whose team lost. Yeah, it's never anything else. That is how that is. None just rather not watch pro sports anymore? Then don't. No one's begging you to watch it or interact with it or anything. If you don't like it, don't watch it. As simple as that. I mean, let's go, Kane. Let's go, James. It's a great series, 100%. And if you don't like this series, if you think that it was not a good series or a good game, I hate to break it to you. This is peak hockey right now if you're like a neutral. Carolina is dangerous. They should have won this series. I mean, they could have won this series. They could have. They could be up going 3-1 right now. But hey, 2-2. I'll take it. It's still, now it's Carolina's got home ice advantage right back after stealing one in Vegas. Both teams won one at home and lost one at home, so 1-1. We'll take it. Now, let's just see if Carolina can win Game 5 and then go from there. Live to Carolina and you root for the squad. We'll go for it. Just letting y'all, buddy, I break down they on IG for Game 2. Cool. Do you think that NC will get a baseball team? I hope so. I mean, I really hope so. I really do. But if you think it's scripted, I don't know how to bring it to you, but Bussy's parents out there. Oh, I love it. Bussy's parents were so happy. Absolutely love them. Bussy's parents, I just seen them. They're happy as can be. You can see it happening. You're a Braves fan. If it did happen, I would pull for them. If there was a baseball team, if there was an MLB team in the Carolinas, I would pull for them for sure. I would, without a doubt, love that. It'd be tough, though. It'd be tough. That's why I'm holding out, because that's why after the Braves won the World Series, I left. I left the fandom. I just don't want to waste y'all's time, y'all money, and tie as much. Sorry, coming across for no, you're good. No, I got you, Princey. It's just no, I get it. I mean, it's just so many people, they don't like it, and then it's like I just don't understand why. Oh my god, I don't understand why people don't like it and then watch it. You know, it's because you like it. It's because you like it. What sport is this? It is hockey. Hockey night. Ice hockey here. This is the NHL, the Stanley Cup Finals. You took a long time to get a football team. It did, but they got it. Okay, sorry about that, firefighter. You think that Vegas should have won? You think that Vegas should have won? Yes? Hold on. I was trying to find. Oh yeah, the. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, baby. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Exactly. You don't watch by the way, only the highlights. There's no way, because what? You didn't watch the game at only the highlights, but you're here? They probably just came out with the highlights. There's no way you could watch all the highlights and then been here immediately. Let's see. Hurricanes versus Golden Knights. 34 minutes ago. 24 minutes ago. I mean, not tonight's. Oh, okay. Just terrible from the Vegas Golden Knights. Bussy ain't that good, and the refs missing a lot of calls. Refs gonna miss a lot of calls a lot of the time, but only saw Stahl's goal. Stahl's goal was unreal. Happy for you, sir. Thank you, Tay. Appreciate it. How come it's never the refs if Vegas wins? I know. I said in here all the time, and that's how it is. Record-breaking first or final series set Fargo Canes. Yeah. Stahl's goal was a joke? What are you talking about, a joke? That was effort. That's called wanting it more. That's called gotten a dog in you. That is called effort, baby. I don't know. What do you mean that ain't a joke? You think you want to talk about a joke of a goal? How about the game winner for y'all in Game 3? Toronto kid, man, played hockey your entire life and played in the RBHL league in Raleigh. Other sponsors, the Hurricanes, nice. He happened to tip it in with the stick and he was down on the ground. I know I mean, he's doing everything he can. How about Mitch Marner though? I mean, what he scored, fine, but like, it still wasn't enough for Carolina to still come back and tie it. Crazy how you guys have to go on a backup goalie because your goalie can't stop Mitch Marner. Brother, I hate to break it to you, but if you think Carter Hart is good, he's not good. He's absolute ass. Not to mention the fact he's a terrible fucking person and should be in jail. So let's just go ahead and set that first off. Second off, he's a terrible player. I mean, I think he's got a stat. He's allowed 4 or more goals in every single game. He's allowed 4 or more goals. He's the first goaltender in Stanley Cup history to allow 4 or more goals in every single game. He's not innocent, ladies and gentlemen. He's not innocent. If you don't understand that, he was not proven innocent. He was not guilty. Okay? He was acquitted. And I don't care. No means no. And we're not going to bring up that series. But he's a terrible person. Fuck Carter Hart. And we're done with that one. What about Cowfoot? Same with him. Fuck him too. I don't care. I don't care what that says. I do not care, ladies and gentlemen. I have looked at that case. I've read about it. And I promise you, it's awful. And like I said, I'm not here to debate that or talk about that. He's a terrible person. And it's a disgrace that he's in the league. And besides that, the man has literally, absolutely, given up 4+ goals every single game. Look at the scores of this game, and Carolina is very good. Goaltending is going to be a tiebreaker. Right. No, for sure. For sure, Kelby, yeah. No, 100%. Whether you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all. Yet again, who charges these goalies? No, the Knights, but I'm say that one more time. If you'll retype that. Damn, is going to be a tiebreaker, honestly. I don't know. Carolina's not played as much. No means no. Let's see. And the Knights are still here. I mean, yeah. Knights are still here. Carolina is due. That's what it feels like. Carolina is due. They've worked hard for years. Absolutely for years they've worked hard. And finally, them saying Busty's no good is diabolical. Yeah. You just hope the series don't come down to some BS calls. No, I get it. I think we have a great coach. Oh, yeah. Carolina's got an incredible coach. Carolina has an absolute incredible coach. And imagine losing to the opposite team, had to use their backup goalie. Makes you look even worse, right? Let's go. Let's go, Victoria. How long have I been on? I've been streaming tonight for about 40 minutes. 40 minutes we've been live. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're feeling here. But I'm glad Carolina did what they had to do today. I think the longer the series goes on, I mean, Vegas has older players in general. Carolina's got some old ones. It's only because your goalie was scared of Mitch Marner. What do you mean? Oh, on TikTok, I've probably been live streaming for about 2-3 years. This is probably the best duo I can remember of the NBA Stanley Cup Finals. Yeah, I mean the way this is going, both series have been incredible. Brady does a hell of a job coaching. He is. He is. He's a Hall of Famer. He's gonna be. You think my goalie was scared of Mitch Marner? You got the hat there. Anderson, you think he was scared of Mitch Marner? I mean, he's not played great the whole series, so it was good for him to get out of there, you know? So, they won in 2006. They did. Well, Bussy's not. Bussy ain't scared. What do you think to that? Vegas had a hell of a time clearing the puck in this game. Yeah. As I said, Carolina hasn't lost back-to-back games since January. 2 more games left in Raleigh. It's true. It's true. Maybe Carolina can get a win. The Utah Mammoth will win the Stanley Cup before Vegas. Go Carolina. I appreciate that, Madman Chad. And I'll be honest with you. Hope that happens. Hope that happens. Would be great. I mean, there's so many reasons to dislike them, like Vegas. I'll just be honest with you. Like, there's so many reasons to dislike them. I'm not going to bring back up the point that I just made, but of course, the goaltender. They also have, I mean, Howden also being involved in that case. And to add to all that, the fact that they have literally just been a new team and they've been propped up by the league to where they are now. And they've had so much success in such a short period of time. They've only missed the playoffs like, 1 year? It's just like, it's just so annoying. No team deserves that much success when you have like teams like Toronto or, you know, other teams like that. It's just so different. Let's not mention how much money Vegas has on the roster. Carolina has tons of cap space. It's true. Carolina does have a lot of cap space. Carolina has like $10 million in cap space. Your real team is the Penguins. Being from Utah, Colorado, and Vegas have gone on me. It's all good. Vegas is going to win in 6, and you're just mad that they are more successful than the Canes. We got the same amount of cups. We got the same amount of cups right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Carolina signed through 2028 and 2025. Yeah, most of their players are signed for a long time. I would say like majority of the young ones, especially, they're signed through like the 2030s. This is the first time you made the cup in how long? I mean, it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years since we made it, but this is our 3rd cup appearance. So, Carolina has the best GM in the NHL. Research it. I mean, he's a absolute phenomenon. Jarvis signed a 10-year extension recently. Stanley Cup signed 5. Yeah. How long has it been since Vegas won the cup? I mean, y'all are a new team. I mean, it is what it is. Sorry, it's hard to root for Vegas, especially with exactly 100%. But we'll take it. We'll take the win here tonight. Oh my lord! But Jordan Stahl's goal tonight was unreal. Absolutely unreal. I'm so glad that we got it done. Yeah, for sure, Steph. Yeah, and I don't like him either, and I don't want him a part of my team. But let me tell you, how easy is that to say? I don't like him, and yeah, on the Chicago Wolves, without a doubt, I don't like him, and that's the thing. I want him off my team. I like that team for sure. My thing is this: is like, look, I understand that player is on my team, on the the Chicago Wolves, which is like my AHL team. But I don't support him. I have supported the Carolina Hurricanes and their feeder, particularly Bradley Nadeau, Skylar Brindamore, Josiah Slavin, Ryan Suzuki. Those are players that I have loved and supported for a long time. And the fact that and I get it. I get it. I understand the lines there. And I do want them out there. Who's our AHL team? The Chicago Wolves. The Chicago Wolves, which they're in the Calder Cup Finals. They just punched their ticket last night. But it's like, you can like your team and not support that player in particular. You're never going to see me say a good thing about him. You're never going to hear me say a good thing about the player that I'm talking about. I'm not even going to give power to his name that plays for Chicago. I'm never going to say anything good about him. But the fact is when I see the Vegas fans that glaze the player that we're talking about in that scenario, there's a difference there. There's a difference there. That's what I have a problem with. That's what I'm talking about. You don't mention his name on purpose. Hopefully he's gone soon. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm the exact same way when I talk about the Hornets. Well, the Hornets problematic player. I hope he's gone one day too. That's just how it is. Simple as that. I really don't think it's that difficult. Because, I don't blame Vegas fans for him being there. That's the thing. I have nothing wrong with the Vegas fans in particular. Nothing at all. But when you come in and you defend those players in particular that have done the bad things, and then you start to jump into them just because the thing is you don't have to defend them for their personal lives. Okay? You can appreciate their contribution to the team or whatever, right? But but it's a dirty feel. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to separate that. It is a terrible person, and you cannot just you should understand how problematic it is to be and glorify that person in that way. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason I have an issue with it. And that's why I say that player in particular, never talk about him, and always say, anytime that someone brings him up, I'd be like, I don't like him. He shouldn't be on my team, let alone in the league. He shouldn't be, any part of it. And that's just how I feel. That's what I think is the best way to handle the situation. And whoever Carolina's affiliate team is there. We're talking about the goalie for Vegas, and we're talking about a defenseman for the Chicago Wolves. The players that were involved in the Canadian the trial that happened. I don't want to say their names because I'm not trying to give power to their names or anything like that. But if you know, you know. And if you look that up, you'll be able to find it pretty easily. But yeah, that's my main thing. Is I'm not trying to bring up trauma for other people and stuff like that by talking about it, but at the same time, when people do bring it up in the chat and they start to glorify and defend it and talk about that case, I got to talk about it. That's the difference. That's where I stand. Acquitted? Sure. They were acquitted. But that does not mean proven innocent. And if you look at the trials and everything like that, there was a lot of heinous stuff that was talked about there, and a lot of stuff that was thrown out and not held as evidence that was kind of bullcrap. You don't know soccer, so no clue about based on how you're talking about. I'm fine with that. No, I get you. But yeah, this is hockey, yeah. You don't know much about it? Yeah, no, they were acquitted. But one of the things that was thrown out, for instance, was a group text that they were all in where they pretty much were like, hey, we got to get our story straight. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But they threw out of evidence a group chat where they had all talked to each other about getting their story straight. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then it became like a group of like 5 guys all talking and trying to get their same story straight versus one girl who for sure made some trade. And yes, OJ was also. There were 2 group chats I remember reading. Yes, and like they got their story straight. Yes, Reese. And I didn't want to talk about it, but someone brought it up, and I'm just trying to say like the no means no stuff. And they chant no means no because she 100% innocent in the whole thing? No. She made mistakes. She went to go have a night with one guy in which he invited other players over. That's the problem. Is that she didn't consent to that. And that is the problem there. And that is SA. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of players didn't even defend themselves. Not good. Exactly. And sure, it became a lot of your fault. Didn't mean to get. No, you're good, Steph. No, it wasn't you. It was brought up before you were in here. Don't you worry one bit. It's not your fault at all. And and thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. Do I understand the fact that there was not substantial evidence? Because, like, look, I've taken law classes. I understand that it was like there was not enough substantial evidence. There was not enough substantial evidence to actually put them behind bar based off of what they threw out. Because even though I think a lot of the stuff that they threw out is kind of not fair. And exactly the point, OJ was also acquitted. And he done it too. And that's the problem thing with the justice system in general is like not all the time, not always are the correct things being charged to those people. And that's one reason that I have an issue with that. In Chatfield's defense, got to get a little bit better. You can say screw Carolina and go for your team. That's fine. My issue is just when people come in and defend certain players the way that they do. That's my problem. Simple as that. Don't hate love. I mean, look, I'm a Canes fan, and I know Vegas fans are Vegas fans, so. Right. It's not about what's true. To quote Jamie Foxx, it's about what you can prove in court. Exactly. 100%. And that's the thing. And that's the problem is like, think about a circumstance, anybody who has like a sibling. Think about a time where your sibling did something and like, say like your sibling did something in particular and without a doubt they did it. And then you went to your parents and told them about it. But your parents weren't there to see it. And there's no video evidence or anything like that. And your parents were like, they're like, I can't punish you based off of that, but you both need to stop it. And you're upset because what you said happened. Simple as that. And that's just kind of, it's like, they didn't punish you because they didn't see it, and it's a hearsay kind of thing. But of course, it does not mean that that was true or what happened that night. That's the problem. But yeah. What makes it worse for me is that MR took no accountability. He set in motion. No, for sure. For sure. If you take accountability and change something, that's one thing. Now, if you want to talk about, okay, and this is deep knowledge, and stuff like that, and look, I'm not a fan of Mitch Marner, but just for your own research, go look up the player that his number is dedicated to and what that person did. Just go look that up. And you can look up what Howden changed his story. There's a lot of problematic stuff with Vegas. Just go ahead and throw that out there. That's why. They must have had a good lawyer. I mean, that's what money does for you there. Don't matter, boys. Category 5 there. Yeah. Whose number? Mitch Marner. Look up Mitch Marner's number and look about who he was dedicating that number to. I can't believe to this day that judge was a lady. I know, right? Go Canes, let's go. Yeah. Go Canes, Brett. But yeah. Free Bowberry. Let's go. He dedicated. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Now look up him, Reese. Look him up, and then see. Look his name up, and look up controversy. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna get into what that one. Driving straight from work in Virginia to the game. Oh, nice. That's gonna be tough. I guess you're kind of close to the border then, because I mean, my lord, that'd be a lot. Games looks really good tonight. Hope that they can get it done next game. Me too. Game 5, I think, is equally as important as tonight was. Yeah, yeah, and that's who he dedicated that number to. That's what I'm saying. That's who he dedicated his number to, and that's why I'm like, Yeah, sorry. And you work that day. It's a 3.5 hour drive. Oh my! You think they can do it? I hope so too. Wait. What time are you getting off then? 3.5 hour drive. What time do you get off? I hope so, and I think they can get it done. Yeah, yeah, Johnny. And look his name up with controversy. You'll see. Your boss will let you dip around 1, but I have to be back at 5 a.m. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, you're gonna be out late. I hope you got. Are you a coffee drinker? Make sure you get a double shot of espresso the next day. Oh, that's tough. 5 a.m. early in the morning. You quit caffeine 4 months ago? I know it's like a drug, but calling in sick. Yeah, maybe. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that was the case or not, to be honest with you. I don't know if he was in the league or not, or even born. So it was either caffeine or cardiac canes. One had to go. Made the logical choice. Fair. Go Canes, baby back with home ice. Exactly. Did I get a beer skate? I did not. Right. Yeah. Sorry, you need your daily dose of caffeine. No, I get it. I need a beer skate so bad, but I didn't get one there. Second series. Oh, nice. Paid 140 on eBay for a beer skate. That's a good deal. I seen them and they were like $500. Hold on, let's see. Maybe the prices went down. eBay. Let's have a little shopping spree, shall we? Beer skate. $400. You lucked out. You got it pre. Okay, just rub it in. Go Canes, though. You're from South Carolina. Appreciate it. Am I watching the NBA Finals too? Yeah, I do play-by-play commentary for the NBA Finals. Huge win by the Canes. Let's go, Caniac. I think I will have Grizz with me tomorrow, by the way. I should have Grizz with me tomorrow, so anybody who has been in here when Grizz is in here, he should be with us tomorrow. They can have it. Yeah, they can keep that. Beer skate. I do want one, though. $450. It's not worth it. Can I come pick it up? They got the beer stick too. First Knicks, who don't want. I honestly just want a good series. If it goes to 7, I'd be happy because I get a lot of viewership on those games. Yeah, if you guys would like to watch basketball, make sure you follow because tomorrow I'll be live with it. You grew up around 45 minutes from Lenovo, Virginia is the closest I've ever been since 2012 when you left. I see. PNC, yeah. And then before that, RBC. But yeah, no, it's we talk about Nikolai Ehlers, an insane empty netter goal, by the way. Crazy. I unfortunately live about 3 hours away. Super good series so far. It'll cause you to have a heart attack, but we'll take it, Joel. We'll take it. 100% we'll take it. You're a basketball fan and you're enjoying the hockey finals more. They're really good, Joel. They really are. Thank you for the fall. They're probably the best free agent signing. Yeah, Nikolai Ehlers is good. I'm kind of glad. I'm glad that's who we got. Do you think that we should start Bussy or Anderson game 5? Bussy. I think you go Bussy. You go with the hot hand. Give Anderson time off. He really benefits from it. And if you need him, game 6, maybe you play. I don't know. You know, you just kind of go with the hot hand. You don't change it unless you get it. You don't change your goalie unless there's a reason to change, you know? Let Bussy ride until, yeah, exactly. Yeah. My one tweet that I posted, I'm gonna show y'all at the beginning of the game. I'll show you the goal, the goal. I'll show you the. I posted this at the start. Let's go, baby. That's what it's about. All aboard, baby. Let's get it. You think that Rod should stick with the Marty line change? Yeah, I agree. I think the line change worked better overall. Joel, think of the father. The defense needs to figure something out, though. I know that they like to play aggressive, but maybe dial it back just a tad. Maybe just dial it back just a little tad. Because it's a lot. It's a lot sometimes. It is. Going back to college football games. Well, they got to be on for me to do them. Miller surprised me. My expectations were low at the beginning of the season. I get that. I was actually really hopeful for him. I thought like he would fit better in our system, but it's worked great. So I'm really happy. No college football 26. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really impressed with the new college football. I'm not sure if I'm getting it. But we do have the World Cup coming up as well. But I would like to stream some. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll get it a little bit later on. But it's a lot to subscribe and not own a game anymore. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe if they have a deal, I'll get it or something. My big thing too of like not justifying getting it is GTA is going to come out, and I'm going to be playing that a lot, and I'll probably stream that too. Stream the GOAT, Madden 2004. You're speaking my language. I loved Madden 2004. I used to play it on a computer all the time. I used to use mouse and keyboards to play Madden. That was so much fun. One thing I did hate, though, was playing against Michael Vick, because you're talking about somebody that you can never tackle. Because, Lord have mercy, is he quick. Do I have a favorite baseball team? I do not. I'm waiting for a team in the Carolinas. I used to, like I said, I used to be a fan of the Braves, but I have since moved on. Let you know when I'm on again. Make sure you follow me so you'll get notified. Go to my profile. If you go to my profile and click on, there's a thing called Mylk's Chat and Updates. If you click on that, you'll join my chat and updates, and every single time that I'm live, you'll be able to see. It'll notify you there. So go check it out. It's pretty fun, I tell you. It's pretty fun. But yeah, anytime I'm live or anything like that, or like I make a new post, it goes live there. Yep. But yeah, that goes for any of you. Game 5 is super important, but I do think the pressure is more on Vegas than Carolina. I get that. I think it's more on Carolina because I think that like you got to win that one because then if you give that game up, then I get what you're saying. I think it's like you change the series even more in your favor if you win that one. I don't think you want to go down to where Vegas can clinch it at home if that makes sense. But I do understand what you're saying there. What sport is that? It is hockey. Hockey. It's going to be a tough one though. Either way. Oh, I need Carolina to win so bad. I don't even care if we win it in 6 and we celebrate in Vegas. Like I'll be happy no matter how. If Carolina can just win it. But luckily Carolina's got home ice back, so that's all that matters. Did not host Fetch and Jarvie to step up? Without a doubt. Like we're waiting. It's like we're waiting. Where y'all gonna be? Where y'all at? Where are y'all at? Alpaca Peruvian chicken. Celebrate the Canes Road win with the BOGO entree from Alpaca Chicken. Is hockey my favorite sport? I love hockey, but no. My favorite sport is American football. Summers, thank you for the follow there. But Fetch is taking to. Yes, he really is. He really is. I don't know. Fetch is just not doing what we need him to do. I just need him to get it going. He could do that. He could do that if he'll score. If he wants to be extra physical and take some dirty hits and stuff like that and take a penalty, that's fine if you score. But like you gotta score. Stankoven is though. Stankoven's doing amazing. Yeah. You expect one of those three to win the cup. Win this cup for us. They got to. I need them to take over the game. Come in, take over the game, and go from there. That's where it's at, right? That's what you need. Thank you for the likes, by the way. 14,000 likes in here. Aho especially, yeah. Did you hear that Larkin wants to leave Detroit? Yes, he does. He does want to leave Detroit. And you know what? I hope he rots in Detroit. I hope he has to sit there and deal with his contract the whole time because what he's doing is absolutely not fair to Detroit. You can't. I disagree with it. He's got a 3-team wish list too. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like because of that, the way that he's treating it, no. I hope that he has to deal with that contract and just sit there because it's because he just sign like a 4-year extension too. So like, Aho's been disappointing, and he is your favorite. No, I agree. I get that. 3-team trade list is greedy as heck. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's like sure, let's see. Like, you can't just expect the team to like give up everything or to like get rid of you if you want out of there. He's so good, and Detroit has a future if they can learn to win in October. I mean, yeah, that's true. Came up a little bit short of doing as much as they need to. But no, yeah, it's just tough. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. I think Detroit has statistically alarming bad October record for a few years. Yeah. Nice just forced a possible game 7 and not winning the cup at home. Wait. Which is good. That's good. That's beautiful. We don't want them to win it, period. Also, at this point, you think that Mitch Marner might. I don't know. I don't necessarily think so. I think that. I think that Stahl might have given himself a little bit of umph tonight. Yeah, Ben, thank you for the follow there. I think Stahl, the way Stahl's playing right now, maybe he like if Carolina can win it. You're behind enemy lines. You are. You are behind enemy lines. You hear them juicing up stall tonight? Yes, they did. Bussy. Stall Stinker Hall. Yeah, we'll have to see how it is, but yeah. We'll have to see exactly how it goes, but it'll be interesting. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You're not really complaining about the refs right now. How many times we got to go over this? If you think the refs are favoring the Hurricanes, I hate to break it to you. That is not the case. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That was the first 15 to 20 minutes of this stream. I don't know where you get that from. It never fails, though. Oh, there's a Bussy interview there. Take it easy on him. Vegas Golden Knights fans are a little new to the sport. Are you trying to listen to you? You've been texting? No, I got you. Major penalty avoided against McNabb? Are you talking about when he took the puck to the face? Two goals taken away. Are you talking about when you were offside? And then when you, like the goalie interference one, where literally the stick, I can't remember which player it was, went underneath Anderson to push the puck underneath him in the net? 3 goals correctly taken away, and Vegas was blessed by the Canes' own goals. Yeah. Power play goals are the only thing saving the Canes. Yeah. Carolina, known for their incredible power play, is the reason Carolina's in this series right now. The Carolina Hurricanes ranked number 1 in the playoffs for their power play. Parking lot for the empty net board was unreal. It really was. It really was. Let's go, Canes. Let's go, Canes Samurai Game. Welcome. And then tonight, though, like, cost you $1,000. Yeah, hate to break it to you, but I'm happy. I'm happy with the go. I'm not happy you lost money, but I'm glad Carolina had a little bit of a comfortable ending there, a little bit. Let's see. Stahl has been so good on both sides of the puck. Yeah, and just his percentage of winning faceoffs has been unreal. Tonight's called back goal was late by 4 business days. Exactly. The puck was not even close to. You couldn't even. It wasn't even in the frame of the shot. And then the goal tonight. Like, which goal do you want to say that was called back? Like, they're talking about Ticketmaster screwing people over. The Ticketmaster does that, period. Caused a major penalty that brought the Sharks back and eliminated the Knights. However, Canes. What are you talking about? I'm confused. The McNabb. Are you talking about where he took a puck to the face? Canes cross-check. Wait. Back it up. Are you believing what Tortorella said? Tortorella's crash out where he thought that there was a cross-check when there was not a cross-check on McNabb? Is that what we're just talking about? Let's see. The Hurricanes played really well tonight and deserved to win. They came out with energy, stayed disciplined, and exhausted their game plan from start to finish. Their offense created plenty of chances. The defense stayed solid. I would argue that was fair for the first and third, not the second. And they made the most of their opportunities when it mattered. No excuses. They were simply the better team tonight and showed up there. I'm assuming this guy is only watching interviews and yeah. Cross check at the back of McNabb when the puck was taken to the face. Come on, bro. Oh my God, you're not serious, are you? Oh no. Oh no, you're not serious, are you? You know what thanks that one? You're in the arena every game? Well, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Next time that you go to a game, get you some binoculars. Or, before you go to the next game, go to an optician. You need to get your eyes checked. Because Lord have mercy, it ain't looking too good for you. Have to go talk later? Yeah, we'll see you later, Sammy. Vegas fans need to stop complaining. The Hurricanes came out, playing better the game tonight. Plain and simple. Every team has bad nights, but making excuses won't change the result. Carolina earned that with their effort, execution, and intensity from start to finish. The series is tied now, so instead of complaining about every call or bounce, just credit the game to do. Yeah. Perfect eyes. Seeing the refs saving the Canes. I hate to break it to you, but if you think that's the case, love when someone says the refs favor the Canes historically and statistically false. Yeah, it's like, it's not even close. Not even close. And then not number one, let's break down your arguments one by one. Number one, you're complaining about no goals. You're complaining about goals that happen that were called back. Brother, one of them happened, and the buzzer to end the period had already ended. If you're talking about tonight's, you want to talk about the one where they hit the puck from underneath Anderson to knock it in. That's you can't do that. You can't do that. Ask Buffalo fans about that one. That's not how that works. Or you want to talk about the one where they took the puck and scored when it was offside. You can't do that. That's the rules. You want to talk about it should have been a major penalty on, you want to say it's a major penalty on McNabb for getting hit with a puck to the face. Even if I give you the benefit of the doubt of the argument that there was a cross check, if I give you the benefit of the doubt that there was a cross check to the back that took the puck to the face, that's a 2-minute minor at most. The fact that he got hit in the face with a puck has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do with that. I don't know where you're getting any kind of argument out of that. None of that even makes remote sense. And to think that Carolina's lucky, let's talk about the game winner in Game 3. Was that a lucky puck? No. Did you have a good time, Bus and Bugs? Welcome in here. I did mention earlier. Welcome. Sorry. Welcome, Bus and Bugs. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in here. Glad to have you with us as per usual. I'm being told that Carolina is heavily favored by the refs, so I was trying to figure out what's going on there. Big shout out here to the top likers. Roll Tide for life. Lucas, Lily, Hunter, and Big Z. Thank you. Also, Vegas goal. I had another point too, but I lost my train of thought. To be fair, the Canes did score on themselves twice after 2 goals were taken away. So karma handled it. That's not karma. Karma means it was something that was deserved. Those goals were not deserved. You can clearly see McNabb jolted forward before catching the puck to the face. I specifically know what video you're talking about, and I know there's no way that was a cross-check to the back, because I think it's Robinson behind him. Robinson's hand is up. Robinson's hand is up right there, and I see him freak out and then go down. His hand is literally in the air. You can't cross-check with one hand. The arena was leaked. Sometimes players hit each other in a contact sport. That's crazy. I never would have thought that. The arena was lit tonight. Had to celebrate with Raising Canes. Nice. The watch party was awesome. I kept seeing clips from it. It looked amazing. Keep the excuses, Vegas fans. The Hurricanes earned that win. Every game that we've lost, not once have I came in here and complained about the refs. Not once have I complained about the refs. I did a rage-baiting post against Montreal about the refs to get people in here, and it was on stream talking about how it wasn't the refs' fault. I was just doing that to get people in here, number one. Number two, that the refs were not great for anybody in that series. But my whole point here is every single time that Carolina's won this, I'd be like, oh, it's the refs. Oh, it's the refs. We got 2-game home. Yes. We need to win game 5 big time. That would be huge. Flyers win the cup next year. We'll see. Calling our franchise poverty when the Canes historically only have 1 Stanley Cup is wild. You talking about the other team that has 1 cup as well? As a Flyers fan, you want to see that one? Vegas has 1 point per game. Refs aren't going to fix that. Look, in how many years? It don't matter how many years. You just got to win it. Just win, baby. You can't find info on it. You might not know this, but did Game 6 watch party tickets already go on sale? They would not have went on sale yet because there wasn't a guarantee that there would be a Game 6. So when they do happen, I'll let y'all know. Who's going to tell, bro? Let's look at the Canes' last 10 years in the playoffs. Sure. Congratulations. Yeah, you've won more since y'all have existed. Congratulations. You've won 1 more than us, but guess what? We're here now. Yeah, for sure. When I see them, I'll let you know. They may announce it soon, though. They may announce it tomorrow, I would say. Bust and Bugs, honestly. They just got a championship team handed to them. Yeah. First year they go to the Stanley Cup Final. If you think that was, earned, per se, Vegas fans are spoiled. Yeah, y'all are spoiled. Eliminated 3 times in the conference final, eliminated from playoffs all of the times. Great. Congratulations. Let's continue to talk about that, or do you want to keep, what's next? Haven't had any adversity. Yeah, there's no adversity that y'all have had to face. You don't understand. You don't have any legends. Nothing. There's nothing there. There's no substance. People used to joke on Carolina saying that they were such a young team and small market and stuff like that. But you know what's crazy? You want to know what's wild? Watch Vegas have Watch Vegas have a few years where they don't have any succeeding. Watch what happens to the Golden Knights. Knights are 8 playoff appearances in 9 years with 1 Stanley Cup win. Congratulations. Congratulations. Watch what happens if Vegas doesn't actually have consistently good teams. Because there's going to be a time where they're not going to make it to the playoffs consistently. They may be gone. When Vegas gets a new goalie, maybe they'll deserve a win. Fair. You want a cookie or something? Yeah. That's why you guys are mad, because we win and we forgot what the team was built on. They moved the Knights to Atlanta, bring back the Thrashers. Yeah, exactly. Like every other thing in Vegas, they like a winner. So when they start losing, they will go away. And it's as simple as that. Credit the Canes watch party at Lenovo. It's a better atmosphere than the Vegas arena. Yeah, it's a soft arena. I said this. There's not as much of a home ice advantage for Vegas in general. Carolina's got it back now. But the arena Carolina has is the only comparable ones to that is the Bell Center. And yes, Buster Bugs went there. I got a picture. You know, fall hockey, is it a best of 7? It is a best of 7. Yep. And now the series is tied 2 apiece. Didn't want to remember when the Knights were so motivated year 1. Because they had a good roster from the start. They had a good roster from the start. Oh, the Hurricanes just replied to me. Are the Canes still boring? Yeah. Lenovo was deafening over the TV speakers in Game 2. You could hear the players at the ice tonight. Yeah. Carolina has earned this. Stahl is going to lead the team. I hope so, Summers. We got to win Game 5. I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves. We got to win Game 5. Mass shooting October 1st, 2027, and the Knights came to that one. And that was a tragedy. That was an absolute tragedy. And I was happy that the Knights were able to do what they did too. And that's fine. And I know that was awful, and I was 100% in support of the whole Vegas Strong movement. But things have changed. Things have changed since that moment. Because a community that was embraced for their things with a team, we now have a completely different image with the player that they have signed in net and the defendant in Howden. When you have two players like that mixed together with a guy named like Tortorella, it has completely changed everything. It has completely changed everything. You should come to the next watch party. I would love to, but it's so far away. That's my problem is like I'm 3 hours away and it would be a lot. It would be so much. I mean, it would be a lot of fun. It's 3 hours. You're wearing the same sweatshirt you wore tonight? You got to do it again there. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Heart, right? Yeah. I've talked about that earlier. I don't want to. I mean, if we got to go through this again, we can. But you're doing 3.5 hours. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You live in Raleigh, yeah. No, I get that. I guess. Darian, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. You got Vegas in 7 there. Big 217. Thank you for the follow there. I hope you're wrong. Gotta get Carolina in 7, baby. Carolina in 7. Come on. Instead of pointing the finger at Vegas, maybe talk to the NHL for allowing him back. I agree. But the difference is they asked everybody on that team in Vegas if it was okay with them to have that player there. And they always said, sure, that's fine. And then they let it happen. Not only that, they have Howden, who is somebody who helped defend them. And I've talked about that as well. They said he was not guilty, and he was acquitted. But that does not mean that he was innocent. And I don't have a problem. You don't want to be awkward, but can you text me when you figure it out? If you, yeah, for sure. Yeah, as soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know. I don't know when they'd announce that. I assume it would be tomorrow. But as soon as I find information about that, I'll let you know. Yeah. To be fair, if you did find yourself on court for SAU, probably. Yeah. I mean, look. I know that there's certain circumstances where someone's accused of something and it didn't happen. No, I meant for you to go. Oh, got you. No, I got you. Oh, no, I got you. We're happy with Fleury. We were happy with Fleury and Aiden Hill. And that's fine. Look, I don't mind for Vegas fans to be Vegas fans. We can talk back and forth all night about your history and everything like that. And I'm fine with that. I don't have... And look, you could be a Vegas fan even with him and net. My problem, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, the elephant in the room, of course, is when people start to blur that line between them personally and them as a player, and when they're like, oh, I'm going to defend him as a person. I'm going to defend his character. No one actually thinks Hart is innocent, not even Vegas fans, and they know. Exactly. But then people will go to bat for him and defend him like it's their job to defend him. And no. You would have taken Schmidt in that? Well, you probably don't want to have Akira Schmidt in there because Schmidt does not have a good history with Carolina. Go ahead and ask the Devils fans there. But, yeah, let's see if the Knights say we're in Montreal down the street from me. They throw them out. Right. But I think we'll win it next year. It's way too early. Prediction, sleeper pick. I'm going to go with the Sharks. That's my deep pick there. Not defended the city. I have nothing against the city either. I have a problem with the organization. If you was a Vegas fan, you wouldn't want Hart to win, but which only women. So yeah, Kane's undefeated in these playoffs after Stan Coven scores. Ooh. They fans need to stop complaining. The Hurricanes came out and played the better game. Plain and simple. I agree, Hands. Yeah. You copy paste. I was gonna say. I was like, that looked like the exact same thing. Montreal, if they play their cards right, are going to be scary. Yeah, Dovish is an amazing goalie. Dovish is going to be great as well. It'll be interesting to see how they grow over time. They need depth as well, but they are a good team too. Marc-Andre Fleury in goal the first season is the only reason they made it to the Cup their first season. Yeah, I mean, that's how goalies are. Great goalies. I mean, like Sorokin. And I'm trying to think. I'm so sorry. Sorokin, Shesterkin. Like those would do that one. We needed that win those tonight so bad. We really did. It was a must win. Was it the city choice or a team choice? I mean, it was the team choice. You said it was a stacked roster. We need a goalie taking heart. Move wasn't the team chose that one. Broken from the Isles, yeah. Go get Dobish and Freddie retires. Who says no? Probably Montreal. Team doesn't have a say in who was signed. They literally asked every player for Vegas, including the coaching staff, if they were okay with signing him, and they all said yes. Even the fan bases I don't like Montreal at least showed some class. Yeah, no, I agree. It's what we're getting. I get that. I know that the fans didn't ask for this, but you're defending the team. I'm saying it's the team's fault, and then you're saying it's not the team's fault. That's the thing. That's the difference. Canes must win 5 games. Can't let Vegas win to be able to go that one. Yeah. Can we get rid of our Hockey Canada guy? Or had it? No means no. End of story. Period. And that's the thing. Simple as that. I'll tell you what, though. Knocking on wood, okay? I've said this in general. In the event, have a good night, Victoria. Have a good night. In the event that one of my teams, I'm not saying any in particular, were to win a championship, I'm going to the parade. So, like, that's pretty much going to happen. So, yeah. Change the topic. You absolutely hate ESPN broadcast announcers. I know. I wish more than anything that I could get the Canadian broadcast. Let me get Sportsnet, please. Let me fly to like Montreal or Winnipeg. Come on, there's got to be some Montreal people in here. There's got to be some of my Canadians in there. Maybe, just maybe, they can help me get there. Take me with you, Mylk. You want to go, but you don't want to go alone. I mean, it's fair. Mispronouncing and getting multiple players' names wrong in the Stanley Cup is final. Jason Blake. Ugh. Martin Nuke. Ugh. Drive me crazy. Yeah, we'll get a big old bus. Bus and Bugs. You've got Bussy in your name. Bus. So, I mean, that works pretty good, too. Embarrassing. And a Devils fan, so you needed Aho to break both. Yeah. And he didn't correct it in the intermission? Yeah. We didn't have a choice in goalie, but everyone in the chat better not like Kobe Bryant either. I mean, no means no. No absolutely means no. Thank you. That's all that matters. Look, I've said that too. I grew up a Kobe Bryant fan. I didn't learn about that situation until I was older. And I completely understand that, yeah, it's problematic. And that's why I don't support people like that anymore. If somebody's like that, it is what it is, regardless of it being an accusation or not. Unless there's like absolutely 100%, that there's 100% evidence that was just false accusation. Canes fans aren't usually Lakers fans. And yeah, that too. I mean, yeah. And I'm a Hornets fan, and I don't like Miles Bridges. I don't like Miles Bridges. We love Bussy. We love Bussy. All I'm saying is Bussy's the starter and Coochie's the backup, and you can't beat it. You can't beat it. For now, anyway. One upside of living in New England is you get the option of the NESN broadcast 10 times better than ESPN. You're so lucky. So lucky. You love some of the guys on the Canes. Find it hard to cheer for any individual on the. No, I get it. Every dude on the Hurricanes roster, I love them. Like, it's just they're good dudes. They're just, I love them, man. Like, legit. If any of your team signs someone like and play for them, you're not watching them roll over a game for sure. And I get it. I get it. Man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we've been live for a lot longer than I thought we would be. Don't care if the refs have favorites, so as long as Vegas doesn't win. Right. Maybe we can finally get some bias by the refs. Would be absolutely beautiful, wouldn't it? There, Chili, and thank you so much here for the heart puff. Almost mispronounced your name, sorry, but welcome in here. Welcome, welcome. A beautiful night for the Hurricanes. Beautiful night to be a Canes fan. Doesn't get better than that. All right, have a good night, Jack. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're probably going to head out here in just a second myself. Probably going to head out in just a second. Got to play that one more time, right? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow. Love to have you back. I'll be live after every single game of the series. Tomorrow, I'm going to be live for the New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs game 4 in New York. San Antonio winning game 3. Can they type the series like Carolina did tonight in game 4? We're going to find out. So make sure you guys tap on that screen. As always, make sure you follow me on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Capitals, Panthers, Canes, Knights. We're used to seeing red. Wait, what? Oh, is that like in the finals and stuff? Yeah. Good luck, Canes fans. Good luck. Good luck, Incognito. I think we've had some good dialogue here today, and I think that we have a little bit of an understanding at the very least. So thanks, everybody, for being here. I do appreciate y'all for being here as always. All the likes. Oh, let me shout out a couple likers real quick before we go. Boston Boys got the first spot with the 3.1K. Roll Tide 3.1. Big Z 3K. Lucas Wilson 2.4K. Lily with 2.1. Ladies and gentlemen, who I got for the NBA Finals? I'm going to go with the Knicks. New York. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a good night, though. Make sure you check in on your friends. You never know what they're going through. Just a simple how are you doing can save their life and yours. Mental health matters. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Pride Month to all of the LGBTQ plus community. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. We love you. You're always welcome to my stream. Seriously. Thank you guys there. Happy Pride Month. Best voice ever. Thank you, Jillian. Appreciate that. Love is love, and you are welcome, and we love you guys in this community. So thank you guys for being in here. Mental health matters as well. Check it on your friends. You never know what they're going through. Like I said, just as how are you doing can save their life and yours. Thank you guys for everything. As always, free Palestine and fuck guys. Thanks, y'all. Have a good night. Congratulations to our Canes fans. Get a big dub here tonight. We'll be live again for Game 4 of the NBA Finals tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for all the likes, all the gifts, all the support. Have a good night. Rest well. Go Canes.